Imam Muhammad came with normalism, not nationalism. He came to bring us into normality, to make us normal people, not nationalistic people. So we're not patriotic in that sense that we're just patriotic to nationalism. Oh, no. We're patriotic toward our ethnic group. We're patriotic toward our culture. We're patriotic toward our way of life that Allah has given us through Prophet Muhammad, as he pointed us to the unifier in Abraham. We're patriotic to all of these things. We're patriotic to the psychology that came with Master Fard Muhammad. Imam Muhammad said in his book, As the Light Shining from the East, he was the greatest psychologist to ever come to the African American people. Don't let these other people start telling you about yourself, about your history. Your history is a plan. We had to be taken out of the church. We weren't following the Esau's teachings. We were following the way that it was given to us by the slave master. The slave master, when he decided that, okay, it's not against the law anymore, I want y'all to start reading. So he gave us the King James Version of the Bible. And then he would sit up on the porch with his wannabe preachers while they was preaching. He gave them some verses to read, and they start preaching, and he's sitting up on the porch. The Imam told us this a long time ago. He said when he decided to leave and he trusted the guy to teach, then the man put the picture up on the wall. Picture of a blonde-haired, blue-eyed man.
Right.
And because the master can leave now, he's gone.
Right.
But he really haven't left. Has he left? No, he didn't leave. He left his picture up.
Right.
And so here's a whole congregation, look just like this congregation, all Africans, and a picture of one blonde-haired, blue-eyed man. And we just kept on worshiping up. We were so happy that we got to be Christians. We were so happy that we got to be in his denomination. We were so happy that he let us be free to worship what he worshiped. No, to you be your way and to me be mine. Isn't that right?
That's right.
To you be your way and to me be mine. That's not the way of Esau. We didn't get the way of Esau. Somebody had to come and take us away from that.
That's right.
And it was a plan and a strategy to get us away from that and to get us to this book. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Did it work?
Yes, sir.
It worked.
It worked.
Don't let nobody come from anywhere in the world and tell you anything about us. It worked.
Yeah.
Are we at Juma today? Do we have Ramadan? Are we going to make the Hajj?
Yep.
Are we eating halal food today?
Yes.
It worked.
It worked.
Did Wallace D. Muhammad come?
Yes.
It worked.
It worked.
We should be so proud. We should be so happy about our past. That has gotten us to this day. Okay, but is it over yet?
No.
No way. In fact, it's really just getting started. Because the Imam had to kind of clear the way a little bit, isn't that right? We weren't ready in 1975 to do anything. We weren't ready, and you know it. I mean, we look good. We really look good.
Yeah.
Ain't no doubt about that. We look good. But were we ready
No.
to lead the United States? Were we ready to lead the world? No. We did not understand at all what it was going to take for us to become normal. The Imam had to work on us for 33 years. Almost the same amount of time they say in the scripture that Jesus was working. And he worked on us for 33 years and did a masterful work. Oh, it was so beautiful. And then here we are today, is that right? And he planted all these seeds. He planted all these seeds way back in 75. And the seeds that started to grow, isn't that right? They grew, and then he went around and he had a harvest, and he tilled the soil, and he watered the crops, and he was like a gardener, huh? Right. He was always working, and he was letting us work with him too. That was a blessing, wasn't it? We didn't know what we were doing, but he just let us work with him too. Yeah, it was so funny to see some of the things that we did, and some of the changes and moves that he had to make on us to get us to become educated. But he never left us, isn't that right?
Right.
He never left us. A lot of people would have left us. They would have just said like, "Hey, I'm finished. I'm tired." You know, like the Imam told us many times before. He said, "You guys are new Muslims, but you're old niggas." You know, that was funny when he said that, but it was true, wasn't it? It was true. You know that we still that way today? Don't let nobody in our community start fooling you and make you think that we all holy sheikhs and all that stuff. You know better, don't you? You know better. We still got that ghost of slavery working inside us. We still are at each other's throat, isn't that right? We still pulling each other down. We don't lift each other up. We don't edify each other, do we? That's what we're doing today, though. But as soon as I finish, you know, we taking Wallace, we lifting Wallace up.
That's right.
Like they lift his daddy up, isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
Is he the leader of the ministry or what?
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's right. So we edify our leadership, isn't that right?
That's right.
Our leadership, Allah is blessing our leadership. Allah is inspiring our leadership. We expect great things out of Wallace.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Do you know that the ministry under Wallace D. Muhammad II is going to be bigger than the ministry under Imam W.D. Muhammad?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Allahu Akbar. It's going to have more money. It's going to have more people. It's going to have more real estate. Some people say, yeah, right.
No, I say yes. Right.
Oh, hey, you should go read the new Jet magazine. It had Jaden Smith on the cover. It's really beautiful what Jada and Will are telling Jaden. They told Jaden, you're going to be bigger than your daddy. Look at you, you 10 years old.
Yep.
And you're a box office star right now. And they let them know, you know what, we wasn't doing this at 10. You got the potential to be bigger than your father. And he said that's what he expects to be. And I'm sure Wallace accepts the same thing, same responsibility. Shouldn't the ministry be bigger?
Yes.
The Imam established the foundation. But now it's time for the ministry to become wealthy. It's time for it to have much real estate. It's time for millions of people to start focusing on the ministry to get their education. Isn't that right? It's supposed to be helping the needy, helping the homeless, building orphans. You know, orphanage. You know we need a lot of orphanages. You know that, don't we? We need a lot of orphanages. Some of you ain't paying attention to what's happening with AIDS. Most of the people that got AIDS in our community don't even know they got it. They're just going to start dying.
Right.
And they're having a whole lot of children, so they're going to leave the children behind. Don't be just looking at Africa thinking, oh, that's over in Africa. Oh, no. That's right here. Right here. You know, they're getting ready to legalize marijuana in a few days. They're going to do it. You know they're going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
NAACP say they wanted to legalize this. They got a whole lot of brothers going to prison because of the weed. I work in prison. I've been working in prison for 17 years. They don't need to make no weed legal to stop brothers from going to jail. Allah said no intoxicants, isn't that right?
Right. Yes, sir.
They came along a few years ago and said, let's make abortion legal. Woman got a right to choose. That was a conspiracy. They killed more black children with abortion than they killed people in Vietnam.
Yes, sir.
There's more black people dying in the womb because of these abortion clinics in our neighborhood. That was a conspiracy. And then the same people saying they need to legalize weed. They got to legalize alcohol already, legalize cigarettes. Can you imagine what that's going to do? Where's our voice? Allah said no intoxicants, isn't that right?
Right.
We need the ministry to help the needy, to build orphanages, to help the homeless, to help the people that are going to college, to help the charities, isn't that right? We need that. And so we expect big things for the future. Now I'm going to give you 4 lessons. And I want you to listen real close because you need to find out who is the real you. You need to get in touch with the most powerful you. Okay? Because we are a collective group, isn't that right?
Right.
So that means all of us have to be strong. All of us have to be strong. The young ones, the older ones, the women, the men, we all have to be strong. Is that right?
Right.
Okay? The Imam taught us a lesson once a long time ago. He said that the ancient builders of the pyramids, they knew how to develop a man. And we know that's like 10,000 years ago. They built the pyramids on a base of 4. Isn't that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's air, that's water, that's fire, that's earth. The elements. You have to master these elements in order to live. Isn't that right?
Yep.
I mean, we can go without food for a little while. We can go without water for a little while, but just stop breathing. Right. Can't do that. You got to have that air, huh?